Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. How the knowledge leads us to happiness. Is it possible or just a theory? We have seen in two ways how the karma can lead us to happiness if we do little adjustments in our attitude behind karma. And the change in the attitude is very simple. Don't do anything in life to get happiness. Do whatever you are doing is to express happiness. You have learned everything about karma yoga. See? That action which expresses happiness is the action of karma yoga. That action which expresses a desire for happiness is the karma roga. We have a choice. Then we have seen the second way is the path of devotion and invocation of the infinite potentiality within us. So path of devotion is when we keep the God outside us, when we push Him away, and then we start seeking Him. And therefore our seeking is only with reference to this world. So the world and worldly achievements, that becomes the goal, and poor God becomes the means. So we want to employ Him for our jobs. This is what the devotion means to us. Because this world we have taken to be real. See. Then we come to the third path, the path of knowledge. Knowledge means what? Knowledge means two things. How the knowledge happens, we must know. How the knowledge happens. Unless there is a knower, knowledge cannot happen. See? Just like, two chairs are next to each other. The chairs do not have the knowledge that there is another chair. If a heavy person is coming, the chair doesn't move because there is no knower in the chair. Chair is only an object of knowledge. So how the knowledge happens? Knowledge happens with these three steps. Yesterday I told you, just revising. This is a mic, step number 1. I know this is a mic, step number 2. And I am not the mic. So that knowledge in which a sense of not I-ness happens, that knowledge falls in the purview of mind. See, so all that we talk about in this world is only at the level of the mind. And with the same mind we study. In Upanishad it comes. One student goes to the teacher and asks a question. Sir, what is that because of whom, under whose lordship, the mind functions in its field, the eyes go in the colors and forms, the ears go in the sound, etc. Who is the controlling governor of this whole phenomena? Kindly tell me. Things are not just happening, there has to be a controller. So the teacher says, see, it is the eye of the eye, it is the ear of the ear, it is the mind of the mind. So earlier the student has a confusion how it functions. Now he has one more confusion. What is that eye of the eye, ear of the ear, and mind of the mind? Can you tell me in the language which I can understand? Guru Maharaj says, I am sorry. Na tatra chakshur gacchati, na vag gacchati, na manaha, na vidmaha, na vijanimaha, yatha edan anushishyat. See, that reality is that which cannot be approached by the eyes or the ears or the mind or the intellect. Because the truth is neither an object of knowledge. So, sense organs are dropped. The reality is not an emotion. Therefore, mind is dropped. The truth is not a concept. Therefore, intellect is dropped. See, once I was in Pittsburgh many years before. In a university, after my talk was over, the professor of philosophy, he said, Mr. Swami, you presented all the concepts very well. I told him, sir, I am extremely sorry to disagree with you. I did not talk concepts. You are a professor is a concept. You are a husband is a concept. You are intelligent is a concept. You are successful is a concept. These concepts are subject to change. You are is not a concept. It is a reality. Concepts are always in relation to something. See, space is the reality. The four directions, north, east, west, south, they are concepts. They are not real. The reality is the space. Therefore, the intellect cannot function in that. And not only that, we do not know how to teach. Now be very attentive. This is the most important point. You must have seen and heard glorification of the Guru. See? But if you ask me, I am little abnormal. In the relationship between the Guru and the disciple is more valuable, more important than the Guru. Unless the disciple wants to learn, unless he wants to change, Guru can do nothing. We glorify Bhagavan Krishna. Krishnam Vande Jagat Gurum. If he was really Jagat Guru, how come he could not tell one word to Duryodhan, Dushasan, Dhritarashtra? How can he be Jagat Guru? See, friends, in the relationship between Guru and Shishya, it is the disciple who is important. But we, the disciples, what we do? We hand over, Guru Maharaj, uthao. Is he a mule or what? You work hard. Don't depend on anything. Upanishad says, Nayam Atma Balahine na labhya. The truth is not for those who are weaklings. See, friends. Therefore, I am addressing those who are qualified to go to the gym. I am not addressing those who have to be taken to the hospital on a stretcher. This part, third part that I am talking is for the healthy people. Those who have got the same problem, my wife is like that, my children are like that, my business is like that, hey, go and do bhajan, Ram, 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 that's enough. See, friends, discover yourself. And this can happen only when we have reason above the lower three chakras. Yesterday, he was asking me to explain further. So, the lower three chakras are this: body identification, Mooladhara chakra; burden of desires, Swadhisthana chakra; the unlimited greed is Manipur chakra. Unless we rise above the three, we are not qualified to enter the Anahata chakra. See? Kabirji's one doha, he says, Had sarhad har koi kahe, This is my boundary. Had means boundary. Had. सब कोई कहे अनहद जाने न कोय. Anahad is the anahat chakra. See? And further he says, had anahad ke beech mein pada kabira soye. Mast pada. Dekho Maharaj. So if we really mean spiritual practice, we have to start working on our mind. And to work on the mind, we must know working of the mind. See? Suppose you want to repair your car, so you must know the working of the car. Then only you can repair the car. Without the proper knowledge of the working of the car, you cannot repair the car. See? If somebody wants to be a good surgeon, he must know anatomy perfectly well. There is no option. In the same manner, the first step, according to Bhagavad Gita, is this. Enough of running around in the world. See? And he says, you want to see me? Sarvasya chaham hridhi sannivishtaha mattaha smriti jnanam apohanancha vedaischa sarvai ahameva vidyaha vedanta krut veda videva chaham. This 15th chapter of Gita, please study. It is the ultimate in us to know the truth. See? The ultimate wisdom is Vedas. The essence of the Vedas are Upanishads. The essence of the Upanishads is Bhagavad Gita. Essence of Bhagavad Gita is 15th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. Essence of the 15th chapter of Bhagavad Gita is this shloka which I said just now. Sarvasya cha aham hridhi sannivishtaha. I am the very heart of everything and being. Now don't mistake heart means the bloody heart. No. Like gold is the heart of all the ornaments. Like ocean is the heart of all the waves. Without the ocean, waves cannot exist. So, sarvasya chaham hridhi sannivishtaha. And then what do you do there, God? Mattaha, it is because of me alone. Smriti, jnanam, apoharancha, 4 things. I alone support the waking experience, jnanam. I alone support smriti, the dream experience. I alone support apohanam, the deep sleep experience. I alone support chakarat samadhi, the samadhi experience. All these experiences, jagrat, sapna, sushupti, samadhi, all are supported by me. And therefore, sarvaihi vedaihi, by all the scriptures, Vedas, aham eva vedyaha, what is worthy of knowing in this world is who is this I. Find out this I. See, friends, we only complain. Bhagwan Ramana Maharshi was once approached by an Australian and he asked, Sir, we heard that you have seen God. Can you tell us what is the God like? So Bhagwan Ramana Maharshi said, who are you? Of course, I am Australian. So, no, we didn't ask you your nationality. Who are you? I am a Catholic. We didn't ask your religious affiliation. No, I am a doctor. I didn't ask your degree. Who is asking this question? We simply say, I am miserable. Who is miserable? Find out. The day you start this inquiry, you have learned the secret of spiritual life. And it begins from our Anahat Chakra. We have to know the working of the mind. So what is the mind? You must have heard normally people talk about mind as mind is the flow of thought. Can we say river is a flow of water? We cannot say. If flow of water is the river, then from the tap, what is coming? River is coming. It's a flow. No. River means waters, flow, and a river bed, three things together. In the same manner, mind means two types of aspects in each thought. Be very attentive, it's a very deep subject. Be fully attentive. Like, if you can see at me, depending upon your angle, you will be seeing some spot where the skin is tight, one spot of the light, reflected light, and other part is general light. So there are two lights. One is the general light in which things are seen. Second is the special light. Like the bald like me, एक रात में दो चांद खिले. See, एक आसमान में एक सर में. So there are two spots. One is general light, second is the specific light. Exactly the same way, every thought has these two aspects. One aspect is I, and other aspect is not I. Like you are so many. I know him, I know him, I know him, I know him. I know so many of you. With each many of you, is there a separate I who is knowing? I is one. I know the table, I know the temple, I know the light, I know the camera, I know the watch. So I is common. So I is one, and the not I are plenty. Be attentive. All these not I's are dependent on the I. How simple it is. You don't require special intelligence. One day, one elderly person in Bombay, a Sindhi friend, he asked me this question. Swamiji, you should not go out of Bombay. You go out for many months together and then we suffer. You should stay here and give satsang every day. I said, okay. This is some of my principles. The best way to disagree with anybody is to agree immediately. Forget about it. Okay, I'll do like that. Then he said, last few days I am having one big problem. I said, what can I do? He said, the problem is I am having fear that if I die, I said, let us take your questions one by one. Fear about death. I guarantee you will die. Fear means what? Whether I will die or I will not die, isn't it? I have fear, I am afraid whether I will catch the flight or not catch the flight. In the same manner. Fear about death means what? Whether I will die or I will not die. I said, guarantee you will die. No, not that way. I said, then what way? What will happen to my wife, my children, my property, my business when I die? I said, don't ask me, go and ask them. They will tell you, Papaji, we are waiting. Go. See, friends, simple thing is, if I is not there, my wife doesn't exist. If I is not there, my property doesn't exist. In deep sleep, there is no I. Therefore, we are neither mother, father, brother, sister, husband, wife. And therefore, we are all happy. See, friends. So this I, technically called as aham vritti, the I thought. This aham vritti is feeding itself on the not I thoughts. See? When we talk to someone else, what do we talk? Observe. Or when somebody talks to us, what they talk? Only two things. One, about our possessions. And second thing, about our relations. Try not to talk about your possessions and about your relations. You have nothing to talk. Think. So, the possessions and relations become huge when our age is increasing day by day. For a child of 4 or 5 years, possessions and relations are minimum. Therefore, the I thought is not very strong, because this I thought is feeding itself on the not I thoughts. That is the food. And when the age is long, let us say 30, 40, 50, 70, 80, 90 years, then the past is very long. And the long past, lots of possessions, lots of relations. And then that burden we carry on our head like a mule. And what we like to do? Every time we want to unburden. So we keep on talking about our past. See, friends, so the more we give importance to the not I aspect in our life, to that extent our I thought is very strong. And this I has taken so many facets. I as a husband, wife, mother, father, brother, sister. And these non-existing entities, they are miserable. Try to show the husband apart from the man. Try to show the wife other than the woman. Where is that wife? Where is that husband? The reality is the man. Husband is an illusion. Reality is the woman. The wife is an illusion. But these non-existing entities, they are becoming miserable. See, friends, therefore, real working on the mind begins when you start consciously, knowingly delete your past. Lesser the importance you give to your past, more you will start living in the present. See? So more not I possessions, stronger the fat I. Less not I possessions, the thinner I. Very minimum not I possessions, very weak I. And when total past is discarded, there is only pure I without a thought I. See, to understand this, take this example. Keep man as God. Now out of this one man, see how many things come out. The same man, with reference to his father, he is called as son. The same man, with reference to his wife, he is called as husband. The same man, with reference to his children, he is called as father. See, Bhagavan says in Gita, 15th chapter, Mama evansho jiva loke jiva bhuta sanatanaha manashashtani indriyani prakrutistani karshati. A part of me, amsham is a part of me alone has become the soul, the jiva. Like the man says, a part of me has become the son, a part of me has become the wife, the part of me has become the father. So is this man cut into pieces? Then who are these three guys? The son, the husband, the father. These are relational expressions of the absolute truth, the man. Once we understand this principle, then we will start working on our mind. When we start working on our mind, then we have entered Anahat Chakra. So what is this Anahat Chakra sadhana? First of all, understand whatever we have given importance, that alone troubles us. Give importance to discipline, you will be most miserable. Give importance to perfection, you will be perfectly miserable. Give importance to children, you will be miserable because of the children. Give importance to anything in this world, you will become miserable. Give importance to meditation, you will be most miserable. See, whenever I sit for meditation, Swamiji, I don't know, the mind runs so much here and there. What should I do? Stop meditation, relax. No, but they say we should do meditation, then suffer. See, friends, once you understand this principle, now take your day-to-day experiences. Suppose something is bugging you a lot, and because of that, whole night you cannot sleep. See? And what is that bugging? We have given importance. So if we have given importance, we have to devalue that. Is anybody born with a cigarette in the mouth and a lighter in the hand? How they learn? They have given importance. See, friends, working on Anahat Chakra means devalue. Anything that comes, find out to whom the thought comes. You will come to know the thought comes to somebody. That somebody is mother, father, brother, sister, husband, wife, in-law, outlaw. Somebody or the other is there. To them only the thoughts come. Every thought has its origin from the point called as somebody. Now do this experiment right away. As you are sitting perfectly all right. Close your eyes and according to your gender, become a husband or a wife. And see what thoughts come. Stop. Next experiment. According to your position, be parents or children. And see what thoughts are coming. Stop. Now the last experiment. Remain as Mr. Nobody. And see, are thoughts coming? Experiments over. Now listen. When we became husband or wife, the thoughts were pertaining to wife and husband respectively. When we became parents or children, the thoughts were pertaining to children or parents respectively. And when we remain as nobody, no thoughts. Man is nobody, husband is somebody. Man is nobody, father is somebody. Man is nobody, son is somebody. Be very attentive. When my father died, who is miserable? I cannot be the son because there is no father. And man will never be miserable. So who is miserable? The non-existing entity is miserable. How can I help him? See, friends, when you live with this wisdom, see, and this is what our scriptures tell, the whole world is Rama Leela, Krishna Leela. Don't take life too seriously. It's a great drama the Lord has started. You know Bhagwan Ram's Charitra? When Bhagwan Ramachandra was in Chitrakoot, and after staying there comfortably for many years, 13, 14 years, then he decided to go out for a walk because he got bored in that Chitrakoot. How long can you stay? So, Lakshmanji has gone somewhere to collect something. So Bhagwan Ram tells Sita ji, now we are going out, so kindly hide your original form in the element fire and bring out a Xerox copy. Thereafter, Bhagwan Ram is in front, behind him is a Xerox copy of Sita ji, behind her is Lakshmanji. In this way, these three were going. And that Sita ji, who was abducted by Ravana, was not the original one, Xerox copy. But see the story of Bhagwan Rama's, how miserable he was. Oh trees, where is my beloved Sita? Without her I cannot live. He was only acting, he knew that Sita is not taken by anybody. See friends, and after everything is over, when Bhagwan Ram was returning, that time he again, to purify Sita ji says, you have to go through Agni Pariksha, go through the fire treatment. Meaning what? Now burn away the Xerox copy and let the original come out. But in between, what a drama Bhagwan played. Exactly the same way. Play your role perfectly well. But don't forget, you are only playing a role. If you are a brigadier in the military, roar like a lion. But when you come home before the wife, don't forget, now you are not a brigadier, you are a husband. Then start meow, meow, be happy. See friends, this is the path of knowledge. Knowledge doesn't mean we should be serious all the time. See, look at the life of Bhagwan Krishna. He was never serious. What is there to be serious? He was pretending as if he is going to kill somebody. So he said earlier, I won't take Shastra in my hand, and then he took it. Why did he take it? Choice. When I say I will not take, I can also say I will take. See friends, and he only pretended, he didn't kill anybody. See friends, the day you are able to understand the working of this mind, your all attempt will be, do not entertain too many things in this world. Be attentive, and we entertain only that thing to which we have given importance. If we have given importance, we have to devalue. Nobody can do it for us. Bhagavan Ramana Maharshi says, Ahaminasha bhaji aham taya spurati vrut swayam paramapurna sat. When this small little I, when it dissolves, the absolute I surfaces. See? In Panchadashi, one of the texts of Vedanta, there is one story. One person told the other one who just wanted to trouble that person. He said, hey, I heard your son met with a fatal accident in USA. So naturally, the moment that father hears that his son met with a fatal accident in USA, so he is so shattered, immediately he lifts the phone and just to want to confirm. And when it is a day there in India, it is night here. So the moment the phone comes, the son lifts the phone and bangs the father. Dad, how many times I told you don't call me at the wrong time? Aha. Now who was miserable? Man? Father was miserable. See friends, recognize this principle. We are all miserable always as somebody. The day you cease to be somebody, you will be happier than the happiest. See? Then you understand what is the meaning of happiness according to Bhagavad Gita. Such a wise man. In the second chapter, Bhagavan says, Buddhau sharanam anvichya krupanaha phalahetavaha. Lead your life intelligently, not intellectually. Intelligent people are never miserable. Intellectuals are intelligently miserable. They justify. See? They justify themselves being miserable. There was one lady, probably in Bombay, when my talk was over, be happy, don't worry, she got so angry and she came as if want to catch my collar. That's why I don't have collar to my shirt. So she said, what is there for you all the time telling, be happy, be happy, be happy? Get married and show how to be happy. So marriage is a license to be miserable. Tathastu. Don't justify. See, whenever we justify something, we don't want to give it up. Like many people justify anger. They say, Swamiji, unless you become angry, the work doesn't work. Now what is important? The work is important or your peace of mind is important. Because we have not understood the value of peace of mind. And therefore, we are ready to sacrifice our peace of mind for anything in this world. See? Therefore, when Bhagavan glorifies, 8 times he uses this word, buddhi, buddhi, buddhi. So, when this was too much emphasized by the Lord, Arjuna raises a question. O teacher, kindly tell me, Sthita prajnasya ka bhasha samadhistasya keshava sthitadhi kim prabhasheta kim asita vrajeta kim. 4 questions he asks. And he uses a term sthita prajna. Sthita prajna means he whose wisdom remains steady. Simply keeping the body steady under the disguise of meditation, if this is our understanding, all the buffaloes are the biggest yogis. They don't move. For us, even a small little mosquito hits, we get disturbed. And see our Indian buffaloes, right on the express highway, they will be sitting. And forget about mosquito. If a truck comes, look at their sthita pragyata. They look at the truck, so what? Simply, body stability is not everything. What is required is stability of wisdom. Sthita prajna. Now he who is stable, wisdom-wise, Arjuna's question is, what is the meaning of meditation for him? See, we all do meditation. Wise people don't do meditation. They live in meditation 24/7. For them, meditation is not a verb. It is a noun. Meditation is not an action. It is an experience. Meditation never begins, never ends. We remain in meditation under the shelter of the light of wisdom 24/7. But normally what happens? These people who are engaged in doing meditation, half an hour meditation, rest of the day frustration. We have to live in meditation 24/7. See, friends. Therefore, Arjuna's question is, what is the meaning of meditation? Because that is the big fashion. What is the meaning of meditation for a man of steady wisdom? And Bhagavan replies these questions. He says, first, Prajahati yada kaman sarvan partha manogatan atmannevatmana tushna sthita prajnas tadochate. He who lives at a zero desire level, yada sarvan manogatan kaman prajahati, when he gets rid of all the desires in life. Be attentive. If I am hungry and I have a desire for food, this doesn't create bondage. If I am hungry, I want a particular type of food, or else I will not eat, that creates a bondage. When you are thirsty, if you have desire for water, it will not create sin. But I want only Coca-Cola, nothing else, it will create sin. Shariram kevalam karma kurvannapnoti kilbisham. For the maintenance of life principle in the body, that doesn't create sin and merit. Therefore, yada sarvan manogatan kaman prajati, when we lead our life without any expectations from anything or anybody. You know, in 2005, there was a Katrina havoc in New Orleans. Same time, there was tsunami havoc in Bombay. And water filled up to the first floor, complete. And Bombay came to normal within 4 days. New Orleans took more than a year, and yet it is not normal. So that time I was here. So one of the local person asked me this question. He said, how come India is a third world country and it has come to normal within 4 days? Everything is restored. And here we are not able to get it done. What is the reason? I said, the reason is because you depend on government. In India we know there is no government. No expectation. You don't expect anything. So you have to live your life. You have to die your death. Nobody is going to come and give proxy on your behalf. See, friends, yada sarvan manogatan kaman prajati. Don't expect anything from anybody in this world. One youngster, he met me on airport, probably in Bangalore, old Bangalore airport. And when I was near the belt waiting for my luggage, he said, Swamiji, how come you are here? I said, by default. What else can I say? He said, no, I am your fan. I said, you are telling lies. He said, no, really I am your fan. I said, keep moving. Don't be stable. Then he said, you have been moving around the world giving talks on Gita, Upanishad, but if people don't change, don't you feel bad about it? People are the same. You keep on talking. Nobody changes. You must be feeling bad. I said, no, I am not mad to feel bad. Why? I said, do you know the prayer of a doctor? Prayer of the doctor is Sarve Bhavantu Roginaha. Then only the doctors can survive. Exactly. Our prayer is Sarve Bhavantu Ajnaninaha. We survive on your ignorance. Therefore, if you all become wise, where will I go? Therefore, I don't feel bad. When you listen to me and again come back to square one, I am happy. See, friends, if you keep on expecting people should change because of your words, where God has failed, will we succeed? But our whole trouble is this thing. Husband wants to improve the wife. This is called as Ashakya Anushtan, impossible undertaking. See? Where Bhagwan Rama failed, will the Jagjivan Ram succeed? See, friends, the best way is accept the things as they are. That is the meaning of freedom from desires. Whatever food comes in front of you, right before eating you should say, oh, the food is very good. and eat. It will be okay. Start with the simple things. Lesser the choice you give to yourself, happier you are. Here you must have, all of you must be having in your houses walk-in wardrobe. So these Indian ammas, they have got their 365 saris, 365 jeans, everything is 65. And if the marriage is on 31st December 2016, they will get into that on 1st January 2016. And they wish to put on this sari, no, this, what, people will think I got only one sari, this, this, and by that 9 months are over. Because more choice. Don't give yourself more choice, you will be happier. Zero choice, happiest. That is happiness according to Gita. Yada sarvan manogatan kaman prajahate. See? And second thing, that doesn't mean you are in depression. I don't feel interested in anything. What is there? No. Atmannev atmana tushtaha. He is at peace with himself. See, friend, there is a difference between depression and dispassion. In both the cases, symptoms are the same. Withdrawal from the world. In case of depression, it is unhealthy condition of the mind. Dispassion is the healthy condition of the mind. A dispassionate person is cheerful and happy. A depressed person is miserable and disgusted. And the depression expresses in many ways. One of the way of depressions is like this. One of my friend in some European country, with his wife I went for shopping something, vegetables and all that. He said, "Swami, you go, I don't go." I said, "All right." He was having some problem. I went and she bought so many things which cannot be used. Huge quantities. Like, the containers to keep the things. The husband said, we have got this thing, get some container. One should have been enough. She went and bought 3 dozen containers. And in their house there are so many things and never used. So when I was talking to her husband, he asked me, "Swamiji, what shopping you have done?" I said, "Forget about that. I want to ask you a question. Is your wife in depression?" He said, "Why do you say like that?" I said, "A depressed person has a sense of insecurity all the time. And therefore, he becomes extremely involved in shopping. They cannot live without shopping. They have to shop. And this is a very subtle expression of depression." See, friends. Because take some more. What will you do with that? See, friends. Therefore, Atmaneva Atmana Tushtaha, contentment is the sign of wisdom. See, friends. Now, this was the first question. What is the meaning of meditation for a wise man? Now, the second question was, Prabhasheta kim? How does this wise man who has discovered this I, which is supporting all the experiences of life without getting influenced by any experience, this I, how does it react or respond to the world? Prabhasheta means how does it talk? Talk is an expression of response. How does it talk? And there Bhagavan says, Dukkheshu anudvignamanaha, sukheshu vigataspruhaha, vitaraga bhayakrodaha, titadihi muni uchyate. The world comes to us in 2 ways. One, joy and sorrows. There is no third experience. When something we want, we get, jump out of the skin. When we want something, we don't get it, get buried under the bone marrow. Constantly, up and down, up and down. See? Here, Dukkheshu anudvignamanaha. The wise man, when miseries come, he never becomes miserable. Be very attentive. Happiness according to Gita. Miseries we can attribute to something or somebody. Oh, there is too much of traffic jam. Okay, because of the traffic jam, misery is there. I wanted to come, but my wife was not getting ready. So wife is a cause of misery, agreed. But we are all miserable by choice. Think. Like when we enter any country, there in that custom form, custom is a Sanskrit word. It is not an English word. Custom means problems. Bade kashta ho rahe. So you have to go through the custom. And there they have got very stupid, funny questions. 1, 2, 3 dozens of them. One question. Are you a member of active terrorist organization? Options are given. Yes, no. Then are you carrying lethal weapons on your person? Yes, no. Are you carrying some biological material which is banned? Yes, no. So you have a choice. Why do you write yes? Say no in the same manner. When we were entering this world, Bhagavan gave us custom form. And there he said, Anityam asukham lokam imam prapya. Now you are entering the world which is anitya, which is temporary, asukham, which is full of miseries. Question was asked, do you want to be miserable? Option is given, yes and no. Choose, exercise your freedom not to be miserable. Make the miseries miserable. See? Dukkheshu anudvignamana. And all those people who pretend to be miserable, hurt, they are very strong ego. See, friends, more easily we get hurt and miserable, more is our ego. Less we get miserable, less is our ego. God has no ego, therefore Paramananda. See? So what is the meaning of happiness according to Gita? How simple it is. Dukkheshu anudvignamanaha. Miseries come, okay, they will go also, never mind. See? All the problems begin with this identification. And this is the definition of yoga according to Bhagavan Krishna. Tam vidya dukkha sanyoga viyogam yoga sanjitam. Sa nishchena yoktavyaha yoga anirvinna chetasa. Bhagavan says, when the miseries come in your life, you refuse to be miserable. That ability to refuse to be miserable is called as yoga. Who doesn't have miseries? Everyone has miseries in life, including electric post. When these ammas go with their doggy early morning, instead of God leading them, the dog leads them early in the morning. And that dog also, he wants to go only to his electric post, not anywhere. And when the dog is approaching the electric post, says, oh God, today again this fellow is coming. And when the dog goes there, he will first of all do the Atma Pradakshina. 3 times he will do Atma Pradakshina. And then he will go and put his head on that pillow, on the pillar. And thereafter, Om Purnamadaha Purnavidam Purnat Purnamudachyate. Even that electric post has miseries. We are human beings. Therefore, refuse to be miserable is the message of remaining happy according to Gita. And this can be told only to the wise people. Otherwise, people justify their being miserable. Don't justify. See, friends, many people are miserable because they don't have children. Others are miserable because they have children. So there are two types of problems. The problem of having and the problem of not having. Those who don't have children, they are miserable. Those who have children, they are super miserable. And those who have children, among them also, there are various categories. This is my classification. Many people say, Swamiji, where from you got it? I said, this is the original. Those who are luckier than the luckiest, they don't have children. Those who are little less lucky, they have got only daughters. Those who are still less lucky, they have got daughter and son. And those who are bichare, unfortunate, they have got only sons. See? Now find out where you are. Why those who have only daughters, they are the luckiest one? Because daughters serve their parents before marriage and they make their husband serve her parents after marriage. And these boys, sons, they never take care of the parents before marriage. After marriage, they are booked. See, friends, take life lightly. Don't become serious on any issue. See, original Bhagavad Gita was told with a smile on the face. Dukkheshu anudvignamana. Second, sukheshu vigata spruhaha. Second thing is, we are too much obsessed and attached to comforts. See, friends, small little things are enough to upset us. One day I was in Jaipur, one Amma came with me. So she was sleeping in her room, I was sleeping in my room. Next day she said, Swamiji, how did you sleep? I said, come, I'll show you. No, not that day. Did you get a good sleep? I said, what is the funny question? Every night I sleep, I have got a good practice of sleeping. No, I could not sleep whole night. How do you sleep? Other bed and other house and other pillow and other bed sheet and all. I can't sleep. I said, you are Dumbo, therefore you can't sleep. You are a slave. And those who wake up after the sunrise, in the next life, they become bed bugs. This is said in the Khatmal Mahapurana. If you don't believe, read that. Start your day early in the morning. See the change in life. See? But we are nishachar. Nishayam charati iti nishachara. Keep wake late. Therefore, don't be too much attached to comforts. Enjoy comforts, but not get enslaved by the comforts. Sukheshi vigata spraha. In this manner, the teacher tells that he who has just started working on his mind, the mind will be an asset for him. It will not be a liability. For the ignorant people, mind is a liability. Therefore, they are so frustrated because of their own mind. And then what we do? We go to other people. We go to our friend. Arey Gupta ji, kya kar rahe? No, I am busy, yaar. But how come you have come early morning? No, I was getting bored. Why you are getting bored? I was all alone. Imagine a person who gets bored of himself. What a solid bore he must be. And then what will he do? He will go to someone else to spread the boredom. We are most miserable because of ourselves. Because we don't take care of our mind. When you start working on your mind, slowly your I will be diluted, and the Shuddha I, absolute I, Paramapurna Sat, when that happens, you migrate from your Anahat Chakra and you come to the Vishuddha Chakra. Vishuddha Chakra means thought-free I. Presently, for us, I is clothed in the clothing of relations. So, I am man, I am woman, I am husband, I am wife, I am mother, I am father. These I's are suffering in Anahat Chakra. When all these conditions are dropped, unconditioned, absolute I, when it is discovered, then we become a source of happiness to everyone. Rather than seeking happiness, let us be a source of happiness to all those who come around us and also to ourselves. In this manner, the path of knowledge is not only mechanical, reading, evaluating, thinking about others. No, you are at peace with yourself. Nasti buddhi ayuktasya nachayuktasya bhavana nacha bhavayate shanti ashantasya kutas sukham. A person who is not at peace with himself, how can he be happy? Thus, Bhagavad Gita tells, if you want to be happy, first be at peace with yourself. Don't get disturbed because of anything or anybody. Your peace of mind is more valuable than the whole world. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om. Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.